Did you make that noise?
Which one?
The farting noise?
It wasn't a farting noise. It was a mug.
Can you reproduce it?
Yeah.
That didn't sound like it. Nope. You can't reproduce it. Nope. Are we recording?
Yeah, we're recording. Unfortunately. Unfortunately for me.
Yeah.
You created a scenario.
Right when you shit your pants, we started recording.
You've described an unrealistic scenario, and I'm enraged by it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
How was your weekend?
I was trying to remember who did it. Who did the weekend?
You did,
me.
Right? You went camping.
I think it was me. Yeah. Time gets filed away so weird for me. So yesterday, just as a day, was enough to like block out memory access to the days before, but it worked out fine. I went on a camping, sort of like a camping trip. It was like a YMCA thing. It was fun to stay there with Ronia's school class. So it was basically there were 3 moms that came, and the rest of the kids, it was their dads.
Okay.
And so Brenna did not want to do that.
Yeah.
She thought that did not sound like a fun trip.
Sure.
And she may have been right.
Did you guys have good weather for it?
It was a good range.
Yeah.
We experienced nature's bounty. But we were expertly packed by Brenna.
Of course, yeah.
So it was fine. But it was actually out from the Anacortes ferry. So there's a drive up and a drive back, but the ferry itself, I got there with plenty of time to get on, but I wasn't able to reserve a spot later for one of the middle of the day type ferries to make it an easy trip. So I ended up having to reserve a spot on the 6:45 ferry.
This is at night?
In the morning.
Oh, in the morning.
And it was like a 20-minute drive to the ferry from the campsite. So, so I ended up pre-packing a bunch of stuff in the car.
Yeah.
Keeping just enough stuff down there for emergencies, basically. And then in the morning, they had these sort of big plastic wheelbarrows that you move, that you can move your bags and stuff. And I just took Ronya in her sleeping bag.
Put her in the wheelbarrow?
And put her pillow and her sleeping bag in the wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
And then I put the rest of my bags on top. It was just like another sleeping bag and a blanket and a pillow. It wasn't like an anvil or something.
Right. Why would you bring that camping?
Yeah, exactly. Different kind of camp.
Yeah.
Just laid it all down on there, and just in the dark, in the woods, just pushed this.
It's a good thing the cops didn't come across you.
No, push this thing uphill. I had this big sleeping bag that I was using to keep the rest of the stuff that we needed, all of our toiletries and stuff. And it looked like I was fucking carrying a body around in the dark.
Yeah.
And then now I've got this child with me in a wheelbarrow. Every part of this.
Sir, is this your child?
Exactly. Of course. But how can I prove it? There's no way to prove it. No, here, I'll log on. There's no signal. But if we get someplace where there's some signal, I'll show you a photograph where both of us are together in it, and we're both happy. You can tell. No. All that would imply was just that I had been following her for a very long time.
Smuggling kids around in the dark.
Nope. No. But in general, that's not. I don't just go away somewhere with Ronya for 2 days. We had a super good time. She's
nice.
She's starting to get really cool.
Yeah, it's fun when they start to become people.
Yeah. Well, their own people.
Their own people.
Obviously, they're always people.
Yeah, they're always people. But when they develop their little personalities and quirks and
yeah. It's something that she does that is interesting to me, at least, is that she clearly has these different personas that she can slip into. I don't know if it's a kid thing or a Ronya thing. I don't know. I mean, Elliot will act. He's got different personas too, but they're all very broad.
Yeah.
And humorous, they're really exaggerated. Hers are really, really subtle. One of them is just for pictures.
Okay.
So I'd have to show you an example of it from the picture at home. But any official school picture of her her face looks exactly the same. Like she has this very specific facial configuration just for school pictures.
Wow, and it's different than normal pictures?
Oh yeah,
Huh.
yeah. It's really weird. Like there's like a tiny smile, but it's very soft features, eyes focused front.
Yeah.
Like it's a very it's this personality that she has constructed for this purpose.
Hmm.
It's really, I don't know. It's really, really neat. But she's got tons and tons of these.
Is one of them a spy?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. There is the occasional spy. But here, listen.
You want to make a strip?
We've entered into the comic arena. Whoa.
Hmm.
When did Netflix acquire a series of unfortunate events?
I don't even know what that means.
What?
Oh, that's a book, huh?
Did your son not read a series of unfortunate events
He did not.
by Lemony Snicket?
Mm-mm. I've heard that name though.
You need to get it for him right away.
He doesn't.
I never 100% understood. So I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was very good,
Mm-hmm.
but it did not set the world on fire. It combined multiple books into a single thing. I thought they did a really good job. Jim Carrey was great.
Oh yeah,
But it's
came out
never
a while ago.
nothing happened. But as a series of episodes, it makes perfect sense.
Oh, they're making it into a show.
Yeah. On
Series of unfortunate events, right? That makes a lot more sense.
perfect, flawless, and it's got cool secrets. Like all kids' books now have got weird secret narratives.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get him a set.
My son?
Yeah.
He won't read them. He really does not.
What?
He reads specifically like science fiction-y.
But he also reads that specific genre for the young that is like the graphic novel diary.
The cartoon book.
Yeah.
Hybrid.
No, God, Brenna is deeply worried about Elliot's like literary diet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm not sure that there's anything for it. I think that parents have always been dissatisfied with their
Kara hates Gabe's because he reads all the books I like. Like I read books and then I give them to him. All these science fiction books, like all the last one, I gave him a book called Eon. Like anyway, I read something and he wants to read it, and he won't read any Harry Potter. He won't read anything that she has suggested to him.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a similar situation then when you recommend a book to me.
Yeah, and you don't give a shit.
Mm-mm.
Did you pick up that book, The Elven?
No, and I won't.
You said you would.
No, I will. I totally will. I've been doing stuff. I just finished the book, so hopefully I'll have some time. But
What did you just read?
no, I finished the book I was writing.
Oh, you finished writing a book. That's different. Yeah.
No, opposite.
Yeah.
Exactly the opposite.
I finished that. Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?
Yeah.
And that was a great book.
Well, listen, man. If you want to travel that dark road,
I'm not going to read any books that you recommend to me until you read The Elven.
but why? But the books I'm going to recommend to you are so good and they're so delicious.
Yeah.
They're crisp. Yeah. So we have Kindle Unlimited. I thought it would be fun on the Kindle for Elliot because it doesn't cost anything. I mean, it's some ways it's like a library, I guess.
Yeah.
Except there isn't like a checkout limit. There's just a bunch of books that in their ecosystem are free to read, and then authors get paid. Like I think basically based on how much people are reading them.
Like percentage.
Yeah. When I was looking through it, it was something like that.
That's weird.
You're sort of getting paid by the page, but you're also
paid by the page.
Yeah, and you're sort of like not exactly. I think it's percentage read, but
so
on top of it. But hang on.
That's crazy.
It's the Brave New World, but in order to do that, right, you're putting your book in this free ecosystem.
Yeah,
and so there are a ton of books. I listed out a bunch of them the other day when I was driving back. I just had Elliot list off all the variations of Diary of a.
Right.
And it's like Diary of a Minecraft Creeper.
Right.
Diary of a Wimpy Steve.
We have one that's called Diary of a Worm.
Yeah, Wimpy Steve's Fart Diary by Wimpy Fart. And it's like, I mean, it's like, to a certain extent, yes. I understand, why you might not want that to be your child's diet.
Right.
But I don't think that.
I would be worried if he was a dumb kid and that's what he was reading. But he's like obviously super smart. I don't think it's,
Yeah, I think it must be relaxing.
Yeah.
To read one of these books.
I read a lot of garbage.
Yeah. And again, but I think that that's key.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I guess it depends on why you read.
Yeah, I think that's important.
I don't
too.
read to learn or expand my knowledge at all.
You read to like dig a trench around your existing
Well, I read.
stores.
I read so that I'm not thinking about whatever I'm normally thinking about.
Oh, it's respite.
Yeah, I read so that I can just be in this other place for a little while.
Yeah, I would like him. Certainly, I would like him to read the books that I want him to read.
Yeah,
But it's definitely it's just a gear shift down. I think
Yeah.
for him, it's just something to put in there. And again, it's like you said, I would be more worried if I thought this was going to have, if I thought it was going to alter his fundamental nature in some way.
right.
I think it's just like snacks. I mean, I guess the idea is that, should you be snacking, right? Is it okay to snack?
I don't even think of it like snacking. I think of it as like the 30-second breather you take between reps. That kid is always thinking.
Well, you're not wrong there.
You know what I mean? Like,
He needs to stop
yeah, let him have a fart book,
on occasion.
you know?
All right, so let's see. What do we need? God, I guess Westworld is out.
Yeah, I need to watch that. I played a game. I took a
Luke Cage.
my what?
Haven't seen
I haven't
Luke
watched
Cage?
that. I took my DS with me.
To Diz?
To Disneyland and played Sonic Boom Fire and Ice.
The hell is that?
It was very good.
The fuck is it?
It's a new side-scrolling platform.
I know, but yeah, I've seen Sonic. Sonic Boom is a subset.
Sonic Boom is the cartoon.
That's right.
Series.
That's right. So
And that's what this is based on.
But it's mostly like a traditional side scroller.
It really is. Yeah, like an old school, very fast, pretty tricky Sonic side scroller.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm looking at Game Central.
Yeah.
3 out of 10.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean that's the same as it. That's kind of the same as not having one.
I thought it was great. I played it for hours, and I want to keep playing more.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow, 3 out of 10. What are the other reviews? Did anybody rate it high?
you're the only one who thinks it's good.
No.
Yeah, we got 62 out of 100. 62 out of 10 would be great. Like,
Yeah.
if it had been out of 10, it'd be like, fuck yeah.
I'm gonna buy this right now.
Yeah, go fucking buy it online.
Yeah.
Go to the online store. Maybe get a new SD card if you run out of space. No, then you got 7.5 from IGN, and then you have 7 out of 10 from Game Informer. But 7.5, like
7.5's probably okay. I
no, 7.5 on IGN scales is 0.
guess. That's where it starts.
Yeah, and I'm not like trying to be a dick. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to say ha ha. I'm saying, yeah, it's like 7.5 is whatever,
Yeah.
and everybody knows that it's okay.
I guess I would say that I don't know about what the numbers, but yeah, it's above average. I would say 7.5, 8, something like that. Like
Yeah, but you would not describe it as ugly or dull.
no, ugly, no.
Interesting.
No, it's got this it's got a couple really fun mini games in it too that are sort of in each zone.
Says you.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean?
Jeez, now I'm rethinking. Maybe maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think that I don't know.
So here, let me. So
I think that people have been so abused by Sonic games
yeah,
for so long. You know what I mean? I think that like any opportunity to strike back.
maybe. But for me, it's like, wow, this is the best Sonic game I've played in 20 years. I want to appreciate that.
Yeah. And I think that's the call from one of these sites is that just being better than other Sonic games is not sufficient.
Yeah.
They're trying to get back to a very specific thing. Like
Well, it's good,
they
though.
know where they know where it could be.
Yeah. So the fire and ice thing, you can sort of switch back and forth between those two elements.
And they're like shields.
Yeah, they surround you with fire or ice. But imagine this. Picture yourself as Sonic the Hedgehog.
Mhm.
You're racing through a level. Up ahead of you, there's spikes, right, with water on top of them. You switch to ice. Now, as you hit that water, it freezes and forms a platform, so you're running across that ice. Then up ahead of you, there's blocks that are ice. So you switch to fire, run right through them. Right? And all the characters have their own powers in addition to those, but you can always sort of switch back and forth between those two.
Between those two polarities.
Yeah, so you're always, as you're navigating this level like crazy fast, you're having to keep an eye out ahead of you to see which of those two elements you're going to need
Well, yeah.
to keep moving.
Well, no, it's like Hue, right?
Yeah.
Those split-second like mental changes.
It's fun.
It's a type of gameplay that I really like. I mean, it's like I'd call it Ikaruga.
Yeah.
But it's really about polarity. There's lots of games that use it in different ways.
I guess, yeah, it is kind of the thing.
Yeah.
lately.
So did I see you playing Hue at home?
Yeah.
Where does it go? Like, where does it go from where we saw it on the first 15?
You keep getting colors.
Well, yeah.
No, you basically that's really it. You basically just keep getting colors, and those puzzles keep getting more and more complex.
Oh, but then when you have these new colors, if you get back to that hub world,
Yeah.
that place, Lord only knows. So you don't have any of the colors when you start there.
No,
Like,
we haven't.
Who
gone
knows?
back.
I'm gonna say, who knows what is going on there once you have all the palette, right?
Yeah. No, that was definitely one that I picked up, like Dub Wars. I had to go home and actually buy that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm playing Horizon at night.
Yeah, I love Horizon.
I'm playing it in the night. I was hoping that you'd be on last night because I worked out my Nat shit.
Oh. What did we do
Yeah,
last
I
night?
love to go to the race events and then like customize. I just customize the race event and like make a poster.
See, I haven't done that yet.
I mean, it depends. I mean, there's ways you can build your character, like your race character,
Yeah.
to.
And you mean like driving race, not like ethnicity.
Yeah. Although those choices are there as well. No, when you go in to your skill grid.
Whatever they call it.
Yeah. When you go in there, you can give yourself more XP for doing these blueprinted.
Oh,
races.
right. I saw
exactly.
that.
But anytime you go to one of those events, you can go left to Horizon Blueprint and customize the types of cars that are available.
Yeah.
Win.
Well, and I've even seen when I go in to do an events that my friends have made.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
like fit right in there.
Exactly, but I'm saying that you do that in Blueprint. And so part of that is making...
I guess I don't know what kind of things you can customize.
Well, anything about the time of day, weather,
Oh, okay.
even the class of cars. Like you can go in and change like the vehicle classes.
That's
And
cool.
then if you choose a vehicle class that you don't have access to or you don't actually own any of, then you need to go to the store and buy a car before you can start the
Yeah.
race that you just designed.
Did you find that out the hard way?
I did.
Okay.
I did. But, when I entered the Tesla challenge, I did have a sense
That you might need a Tesla.
that I might need a Tesla.
Yeah.
That was I feel like that was sort of telegraphed
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah. Speaking of Tesla, there was an amazing one parked next to us at the airport because we have the electric cars. You can park in that electric car zone.
Yeah. But when I saw it, there was only like 2.
Oh, there's a lot more now.
Is it more
There's-
expanded now?
Yeah, it's huge. There's a bunch of them. But we'd plug it in, leave, come back from our trip, get in the car, and their outlet had been broken. It had not charged at all.
Oh no.
So I had 40 miles. So Eco Pro Plus,
Oh no.
coasting down every hill I could.
Oh no, yeah, like that's the meta game.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
I made a mile.
Yeah, I've what's the lowest you've ever gotten home in terms of mileage?
When I got back from dropping Faye off, I had 3 miles.
Yeah.
And as I pulled into the driveway.
3 is where
That was scary.
that's not what you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, you go to the mode where it's like it doesn't let you go faster than 50 miles an hour.
Yep.
It doesn't let you there's no fans of any kind.
Yeah. No temperature control, nothing.
No, the windows are down on the freeway.
Well, the freeway is bad because Kara's watching it, and when you're on the freeway, the battery is just dropping. I mean, it's just eating battery.
Yeah.
And I'm telling him, like, trust me, when we get off on the side streets, we'll be able to make some back. Like,
Yeah, but that's faith,
yeah,
right?
just give me a good hill. I can do this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I try to imagine a post-apocalyptic universe where people push these cars to the tops of hills.
Yeah.
And then it's like they send their greatest warriors, in this ancient steed. All right, so let's do it.
Okay.
I feel like we did Horizon, unless something fucking crazy happens.
Oh, we did 3 Horizon strips. I think that's good.
Man, so what's going on with those thorns?
They're getting watched.
They're getting watched. Yeah, it's. I would not have called this. It's just jumping at the end, like the I would have thought that the extra PAX East adventures were not possible.
Oh yeah.
A week ago, yeah, I would have said that's not going to happen. But it's like that's at 4,500 backers, and that's at 4,477. Like,
Wow.
I think that is going to happen,
Yeah.
right? I think that'll be a new cool adventure,
Yeah.
right? And the campaign's at 561. Like this,
Jeez.
it's really weird.
Yeah, I never understand the the arc of a Kickstarter. You know, when they have that initial bump, and then there's that period where they just sort of fade down, and then I guess there's sometimes a kick at the end, but I don't know that you can plot that stuff out very easily.
Well, yeah, you go over to like Kick Track,
Uh-huh.
but Kick Track isn't sorcery. It's not. I don't know if this is information
No.
of any kind. You know, earlier today, it said that we were trending toward a number that was $30,000 ago, and and at the very beginning, it said, "Hey, you're gonna make $1.5 million."
Right.
No.
So no, wrong on both accounts.
Well, it's just a number, like age.
Sure.
You know, it's
It
nothing
ain't
but a
nothing
number.
but a number.
It's interesting, and it's like, even though I know that to be true, I still have to look at it all the time.
Yeah, I have not looked at it once.
Really?
Mm-mm.
That's crazy.
I don't even know what Kick Track is.
You're a madman. Kick Track is the only place in town.
What information did it give you?
Well, it has a nice bar graph.
So far, the two things you've told me it gave you were wrong and not really actionable.
No.
So I don't know why you would look at it.
Yeah. I think it's just because it's there.
Oh, okay.
But no, that's going to be real.
Yeah, people are going to play that game.
I was talking to Mike Selinker yesterday just about, I feel like some kind of weird ass forest priest. I just like tool out of the woods and just start telling people my weird visions. Because, Kiko would ask questions about specifically like, goals for the Thornwatch. Like,
that was a good conversation.
it's a very good conversation. But then when I was literally in the woods all weekend, I knew the answer.
Mm.
So I should remember that.
Yeah.
That the woods are
I'm telling you, every time I've come back from woods, Ironwood stuff just pours out of me.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what happened here. And so I just broke down a bunch of new, just a bunch of like answers.
Yeah.
Like real answers for like fundamental cosmological concerns of that.
You know what we should do when it
place.
comes time to do the Lookouts one? You and I should take both boys, the older boys, up to some cabin somewhere. Spend a weekend in the woods.
Yeah, or leave them and then
you and I just go up to a cabin in the woods.
yeah, and just get weird.
Yeah.
Just
Fucking
start
freaky.
eating berries,
Eat whatever we can find.
fungoids.
Yeah.
Just start breaking them off a rotten
Look
log.
at this lichen.
Yeah. What effect is this going to have on my psychology? Yeah, I think this is going to happen. Well, I know it's going to happen materially. I can see that.
Yeah.
But I think that, like,
And I would still like
it's
for you
easily manageable.
if you can give me a couplet for each class, I would love that.
Yeah, maybe that's something.
Because that is still the next task on my art list.
Okay.
I know that you're very busy, but
Here, I want to make sure that I don't forget a couple of these things. Hang on a second.
honestly, look, the reality is that I'm hoping to read those and get inspired. The alternative is that I could just draw them
Well, no.
and give them to you.
Here. So what Lex Caliber?
Yeah.
Like Lex Caliber art for a Lex Caliber book. I mean, I bet we could do a print on demand version of that book and easily have it by Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And it needs art.
Are you trying to make some kind of deal here? You want to trade couplets for art?
Well, I'm saying that this is I'm saying that no one can. It's the typical fucking problem I have, where no one can see what I've done until you finish with it. So I need you, because I'm done. Like
I know.
I've been done for months, and
Yeah.
I need to know what you will undertake.
Okay. So
you have some done.
you have a couple done. How many are there total? 20?
30.
30? And to me, I mean, over half should be illustrated, I would think. Don't you think?
Bare minimum.
Yeah, okay. 15 black and white illustrations versus 5 couplets.
Don't talk about what I'm gonna do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll give those to you. I can trade. That's a fair trade.
Okay. Well, I'm going to work on mine today.
Well, I have to draw tomorrow's strip today,
Yes, I know.
but tomorrow's Wednesday. I can work on them tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm saying because as soon as we have that,
Yeah.
we get someone to lay this book out, we do a digital version, we do a print-on-demand version from a local place. We can get the price down.
Yeah.
And then people can get this digital version, that book, or my audiobook. That's
What I need is a deadline.
tomorrow.
What I need is
Is that too soon?
what I need is a reasonable deadline.
This afternoon.
Like if
Well,
you
here-
find out when you want to make the book.
But hold on, you have all it's waiting on is the art. So
So that doesn't work. That I can't.
no,
work
no,
that
no, no,
way.
no. I'm not, I recognize that, but one of the pieces, like the Beholder piece,
Yeah.
that doesn't fit your style that you want for it anymore, right?
No, no. I mean, I'm still sort of at the point where I'm trying to nail that down.
Oh, okay. So basically you got to start from.
I'm going to
the
start
jump.
from scratch. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I would say that the work I have done so far has been exploratory.
Okay. Well, if we have this done before,
We leave for
I would like 2 weeks. But if this is done before Oz, because they're line drawings, and you're talking about 29 drawings, let's say. Just I'm pulling the number. I'm just pulling it out of the air. If
I can commit to before us. How about
yeah,
that?
exactly.
Okay.
And then if we have that going, once we'll have all that text,
Yeah.
all that art. We do a digital version, physical
Now-
version, audiobook.
When can you commit to the couplets?
Never.
Okay. Interesting. That did not work the way I expected.
That's not hard to do. Like I say, so what do you call a thing if that has a bunch of questions and you make people fill it out?
A
survey.
questionnaire?
Survey questionnaire. Yeah. Okay.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm putting my
Your
to-dos
to-do
in
list?
here so I don't forget them,
Okay.
and I will put your couplets in here. Does that please you?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I always like to just put in worry for hours. Anytime I make a list.
Well, just whenever I've got free time, it could always be worrying.
Yeah, exactly. It's like if you've got time to lean,
Yeah.
you've got time to clean, but there's something else you could do also.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair trade.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fair trade agreement.
What does the term fair dinkum mean?
Fair dinkum. Did you just make that up?
No, I think it's Australian. Used to emphasize that or query whether something is genuine or true.
Is that
It's an adjective. It seems like fair dinkum together. You use it, and then if that's it means that it's correct or right or authentic.
it's been verified?
Yeah,
Okay.
by the International Dinkum Society of Australia. All right, let's see. Strips.
Video games.
Yeah.
There might be something in the Sonic thing, finding out that you're wrong.
Yeah, but also like doing the exaggerated versions of the bad reviews.
Yeah.
That would be a blast for me. That would be something I would enjoy.
Right.
Man, I brought Sonic Boom Fire and Ice with me on my trip. I'm just
Blast.
I'm hooked though.
Had a great time.
That was Chris Straub's cadence.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
I had a great time.
No, that's not what you said.
What did I
I had
say?
a great time.
Great. No, you know what it is? It's Scott's cadence.
Yeah, God, it's such a fucking mess with those guys.
Yeah.
It's like obviously, I think that individually they're all chaste, but their diction is an F fest.
Mm-hmm.
Between Scott Kurtz, Chris Straub, and Mikey Newman.
Yeah.
That triumvirate, like their cadence
All their
is just filthy nasty levels of interaction.
yeah.
It is an amalgam. 100%. Can you remember when Chris and Scott were both in the office?
Yeah.
It was one voice. It was like a fucking hydra.
That must be what we're like.
No.
I'm sure that we have a similar cadence.
Almost certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know the difference just because I'm here.
Sure.
But
But when you work with somebody that long, the way you make jokes ends up being similar.
well, yeah, in a lot of ways, making jokes or writing together is the process of having one voice, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we're actually doing. Like, that's how we know we did it,
Yeah.
is if those things are synchronized.
Yeah.
But yeah. So let's see. Morak, this Sonic Boom, Fire and Ice. It has an ampersand. That's all I was looking for. The goddamn percent.
Goddamn percent?
Well, it's all rhymes now. It's my whole mental fucking apparatus is about making rhymes from parts of words now. I got to get together with Nick. Somebody saw our bird raps
Those were funny.
and sent him a beat. So now I feel strongly compelled
Yeah, you should.
to set these down, but I gotta add more stuff.
Oh man, that's funny. Have you heard the beat?
Oh yeah. I've heard the beat. What was there's one of those was my favorite.
I think the Lich. Was it the Lich? No, what was it?
Which?
Hold on a second. Oh, you better call this Necroman Sir. I thought that was my favorite line.
I forgot that one actually.
That's the best line in there.
No, he's just such a cool dude. You meet somebody and it's like you get inspired.
Yeah,
You know?
that's why I like to collaborate.
Yeah, exactly. I want to put something in front of him that makes him want to put something in front of me.
Yeah.
Right? No, the two that I liked the most was when he was talking about the heat anthologies atop leafy green trees methodically. And I said that I was on trees chronically. Such a fucking asinine.
It is.
Ironic with the wordplay of stayed high from yay high, but not in the bird way. And then the last one, and then I started giving him shit in there, and then that was a fun part too. But my favorite part of it was the there we go. Yeah, it's best to call this Necroman Sir. I keep it heady, posted on my throne of skulls, crawls at the ready.
Yeah, crawls.
Yeah,
The
nobody
Krull reference.
Nobody's dropping these Krull references.
For good reason. I also watched Batman versus Superman on the flight back. Did you ever end up watching it?
I did.
I thought that I didn't think it was as bad as I expected it to be.
Now,
I went into it with some pretty low expectations, I guess, but
and that helps,
yeah.
right?
I guess I loved the whole beginning with Bruce Wayne sort of going into Metropolis and seeing the destruction from his point of view.
From our point of view.
From our point of view, yeah.
Right? And obviously there's parts that wrapped up in a weird way. I think that this Lex Luthor sucks.
That Lex is horrible. Honestly, I think that movie could have been 100 times better if not for that Lex.
I'm not scared of him at all.
No,
like
he's
Jeff Bezos or something. Like fucking
he's
that doesn't do anything for me.
And Lex is crazy.
But he's not crazy.
Well, he's a psychopath.
Yes. Let's be very specific, right?
Yeah.
But crazy, we're talking about, we have to figure out what we mean.
But the problem is this isn't Lex.
Do we mean mentally see, I didn't even pick up on that.
Oh yeah. His
So
dad's name is on the building.
And it's like, well, my father's Mr. Luthor.
Yeah.
I was not intimidated by him at all.
No.
I was way more intimidated by this insane Batman.
That Batman was amazing.
Killer, crazy Batman.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Like, not safe.
Legit psycho.
Not right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I understand all of it. That's my problem, is that I take people at their word, and I believe them when they talk about their own perceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I don't just I can't. If I disagree with someone, I can't. That's not sufficient for me to disregard their opinion. And so you have advocates for other interpretations or true interpretations or authentic interpretations of Batman
or Superman.
No kill Batman.
Right.
A Superman that is ultra, beyond levels of empathic and
comically good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the thesis of both of these movies appears to be that it's not possible. And
Yeah.
is because it takes place in the real world.
Yeah.
Superman cannot catch every plane.
Right. And honestly, I thought for as bad as Lex was, Jesse Eisenberg had a great line in there that I thought really resonated with the whole concept of the movie, which was, if God is all powerful, then he can't be all good, because, look at the world. And if he's all good, then he can't be all powerful.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
thought that was a great line.
Well, no, again, like this is like the typical. This is how movies are made.
Yeah.
Somebody came in and wrote that line,
Right.
and they did the intro,
Yeah.
and they did parts of the outro,
It's some punch up. Yeah.
and they did some punch up work every now and then. Sort of like if you look at the surface of a piece of leather, you can see where the stitch comes up and goes out.
Yeah.
I want to know who was putting the stitch in,
Yeah.
because that person needs to write the whole movie next time.
If they can, that's the
If
thing.
they can, I'm not sure that I could write the entire movie,
But I could write some cool lines.
but I could do the punch up part, right?
Yeah, and also, the idea that these characters are not the way they were originally envisioned, or the way that some people envision them. I think that what we're looking at here is an arc, right?
Oh no, exactly.
I think that Superman is starting here, and I think they have a vision for where Superman ends up. But how does he end up at that point? What does he have to go through to become that person?
And who is he the opposite of?
Right.
It can't just be General Zod,
Yeah.
right? Because we dealt with that
Yeah.
twice now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We get it. Can't get enough Zod,
Yeah.
right? No. So yes, your expectations were obliterated, and that made it easier to appreciate any of it all. And when I sat down, that's what was happening for me. I was like, it was like a triage. It's like, what can be spared
Right.
from this cinematic thing? A lot of it was okay. Did you see that interview with Ben Affleck?
I don't watch any of that stuff, no.
I watched this one because
I like him a lot, though.
Yeah,
I mean, for what I know of him.
I think a lot of people do. Women, I think.
Well, I just mean like as an actor and
I think that it has created problems for him in the past.
Oh, yeah.
But no, what I'm saying is that in that, for him in that industry, if a movie makes like $872 million, that movie is not a failure.
Yeah. Yeah.
On some axis,
Yeah.
if a movie makes like almost $1 billion,
It succeeded. I think that's safe to
and
say.
Suicide Squad, everybody says it's bad. That's creeping up on $800 million globally.
Yeah.
So again, I'm not saying that if you're just making money, like that's the only indicator, and like that there's a 1-to-1 relationship between cash.
But it's not even that. Like, I
And
don't know about this
aesthetics.
interview, but he did some really interesting stuff with Batman there. Like, I thought that was a really cool Batman in that movie. Like, the idea that he's just let the mansion go to shit, and now he lives in this sort of modern cement building, completely sparse. There's a woman in his bed. Never see her again. Like, his life is a shit show.
He is the house.
Yeah.
Like, this is not a place of health,
No, he is not healthy.
right? And again,
And he can go out and turn on the Playboy thing and be that person.
but that's not him either.
But it's sad.
Yeah, it's sad. Exactly,
Yeah.
right? It's not cool.
Yeah.
And the one woman that he wants to appeal to could not be less interested in him
Yeah.
for a variety of reasons
Right.
that
The Wonder Woman stuff I thought was really cool.
that we can explore.
Yeah.
Nah,
The fight at the end with her, I thought was super cool.
I really, really like
They
this.
even made her fucking
Rope.
lasso seem awesome.
Yeah, that's a heavy lift.
Yeah.
All right, here. So ultimately, I'm going to go into the strip thing. Ultimately, there may be a strip about how we don't hate it enough and we feel bad.
Yeah. In general, I mean, this idea that it's the same with Sonic, right?
Yeah, I'm picking that up.
At what point does the review system just become
Noise.
worthless? Noise. Yeah.
Yeah, what does it refer to?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, so, but I have that noted up there. We can do Sonic Boom Fire and Ice,
Okay.
right? And I'm having a really good time. No, you're not.
Yeah. The reviews for that game are shit.
No, you aren't.
This guy says he would have rather been fucked by the corpse of a real hedgehog.
Here. No, I'm having a really good time. No, you aren't. I'm not. It's like, give me. I'm not.
Are you sure? Yeah. Reviews for this game are shit. Well, didn't we have a reviewer name? We did. What was that guy's name?
Bob, Steve, Trevor.
No, you made up a really funny one for the last time we did one of these fake reviews. It was for Doom.
Oh.
What was that guy's name?
Here. No, God. Was it Coriander? No, it wasn't Coriander something. Because that was Cora Anders.
I can't find it. Because we should just drop his name again, like he's some real guy in this universe.
Yeah, he needs to be there.
Yeah.
Here. So this was in Doom.
I'm pretty sure it was the one you wrote when you wrote the Doom review.
Yeah. So Doom, the newest Doom. When did it come out?
Fuck if I know.
Don't worry. You don't have to know.
Oh, good.
It's May 13th, 2016. I'm not asking you to know.
Good.
Fear not. I'm going to get us there. You'll see.
Yeah, it's got to be in there somewhere. Pretty close.
I have to say, I really liked the Drivatar comic.
I thought it was a funny series.
It's so weird.
It is. It got progressively weirder.
God, is it weird?
It's like Claw Shrimp, right? It's like whenever you tell the part after the joke where you just let it keep going.
Yes, every now and then.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's Runyon Drop.
Runyon Drop. Runyon Drop says it's the worst thing to happen to a hedgehog.
This is the worst thing that has ever happened to a hedgehog.
To a hedgehog.
Gametrodon.
Gametrodon?
Yeah. Like Dimetrodon. One of these days, you're gonna have to make a logo for this site. I'm just letting you know.
I won't.
I think Runyon Drop is gonna come back.
Yeah.
Runyon Drop of Gametrodon.
Okay, yeah. So
yeah. So
Gametrodon says
but we should have a couple different quotes.
It should be like says the X mechanic is Y is whatever, and Gabe's like, I like that part. Also says the butt is whatever. That was one of my favorite parts.
Well, I don't know if it was the worst. I don't know if it was the worst.
It was the worst.
It's the worst thing that's ever happened to a hedgehog.
And he's including the Hedgehog Massacre of 18... I don't know if there was anything historically bad that happened to hedgehogs. I just made that up.
No, it's fine. And he's including...
I don't even know where hedgehogs are, like, native to.
No, I want to do that. That's exactly what we should do. Hang on a second. Shut up, phone. All right.
He's including the Great Hedgehog Massacre of 1821.
The Great Hedgehog Killings.
Wow, too soon. I know, but he did it. He went there.
He needed that imagery to make a fucking point.
To make a point. This game is a crime on the scale of
the Great Hedgehog Killings. Whoa. Too soon. God, it's a weird.
That goes in a weird. I didn't even need it to go to the too soon. I was just throwing that out there.
Listen, we can go back. We can go back and get it. It may be too far to go back. It's like Running Drop of Gametrodon says it's the worst thing that's ever happened to a hedgehog, and he's including the Great Hedgehog Killings of 1821. Whoa, too soon. He needed that imagery to express the scale and depravity on display. Yeah, you may say so.
You may say so. But he needed that.
No, you have to let me have it.
I'm the one I brought it up. I think we should do it. You may say.
But he needed that imagery to express the scale
and depravity.
The scale of the depravity on display.
On display.
God,
I think
that is the weirdest shit.
Is that panel 2?
No, that's panel 3.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to read you this script. This is going to bore directly into your forebrain. Are you ready?
Okay.
I'm playing this Sonic Boom, Fire and Ice. I'm having a really good time. No, you aren't. I'm not. Runyon Drop of Gametrodon says it's the worst thing that's ever happened to a hedgehog. And he's including the Great Hedgehog Killings of 1821. Whoa, too soon. You may say so. but he needed that imagery to express the scale of the depravity on display.
Powerful imagery?
Well, imagery is fine.
Okay.
Trust me. Because the powerful imagery is already up above. It's the hedgehog
Needed
killing.
that imagery. I feel like Gabe, if there's a cap for Gabe, I feel like
Just a hat?
just a little bow on it. But you're right. It doesn't need it. It's definitely a weird strip. But I'm laughing.
Yeah, exactly. That's
just something that Gabe
that has to matter at some level.
display.
What?
Yeah,
No, I think it's done.
I think it's done. Yeah, Gabe. I just want to make sure that I didn't have a line. A
No,
quick line for Gabe.
it's weird, and that's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up.
When I cast the pot, it's like I cast the rod, keeping it hard like a motherfucker gas robot.
I'm reeling cod, today's fresh catch. I mean a podcast, something about nets.
Yes, it gets better when it's winter. I'm fettered by my fish gear, catch and release, get in that crease when my fish near.
Talk about a plant best laid off that stray, and yes, I crave that tuna with his peck fin displayed. But while I'm glistening from the whole sea, you better listen into TLC.
I got that wild caught salmon. It's tender and it's moist.
Downloadable content, a podcast of choice.